Hey yo. Oh, hey everybody. It's I think we're a little past midnight. Right? Friday the 13th. It's just everyone's oh, everyone's posting Friday the 13th movie stuff and um so I couldn't find them. So, I don't know. I don't want to take chances anymore on watching new movies. Everything I pick is garbage, and every review I read of a new movie, people say, "Oh, this is just such trash. This is one of the worst movies ever made." It's making me. It's been making me not want to watch horror movies at all anymore. I'll stick to my HK horror, my Indonesian horror action, uh, tried tried and tested true Italian stuff. I don't want to watch anything new, so I want to watch something I know I'm gonna like. Or actually, I, was, I watched Slaughterhouse from 1987. I remember I liked it, but I was like so gun shy. I was like, am I gonna still like this? Stephen King sucks, and so Slaughterhouse is on Tubi. I watched it, and I remember the band Mortician. They have a song called Slaughterhouse, and they have a song called Slaughterhouse 2. And those were the first. I never heard of this movie before, and thanks to Mortician, um, they used the samples from Slaughterhouse, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Never. It sounded so bizarre. And then, dude, I don't know how long ago it was. This is like maybe 2000, 2001, 2002. I went to some Blockbuster that had it, and I recorded it, and I remember really liking it. And then I think the tape I recorded on, I guess it must have broke, because I don't think I would have thrown it away. And Jesus, maybe the last time I saw Slaughterhouse was before 2010. And it's on Tubi. I hope it's still good, and it was great. I loved it. It had everything I wanted. I wrote down some notes. Um, I didn't look up the cast though. So it just starts out, dude. The beginning, it starts out like in a pig slaughterhouse, and you see the pigs like getting trussed up, like on the assembly line. They hang them up, they stab them in the throat, bleed them out, and then they um, put them in this rack that dips them into this like boiling water to, I guess, burn most of the hair off. It showed, and like I was like, ugh. I mean, ugh, I've been debating for a while, like stopping to eat meat. It's just, I mean, you can't totally stop eating meat. You gotta eat some. You have to eat a little bit. Just the way they massacre uh, bovines and fowl is foul. But yeah, watching it, and then but then I started last night, and then I went to work, and I was eating bacon. I was eating bacon by the fistful. So yeah, it starts out. They show you like a pig butcher factory, and yeah, it was pretty disgusting and exploitative also. So the whole story is there's this guy Lester Bacon. He was a butcher. He had hog farm where he was harvesting pigs, but you know he refused to they say mechanize, so they're gonna foreclose on his farm. But there's this one guy who's like overtaken him in the pig business, and he's made him offers, and like this old bastard, he doesn't want to. He just won't compromise with this guy. And Lester Bacon, the guy who owns the defunct pig farm, he has a lawyer who's trying to he's like, come on, Lester, you know, you can still live here. We'll give you $50,000 and you can work. And he just refuses. So I was like, dude, this dude got a sweet deal, but I guess he's just a maniac by this point because he just refuses to sell. And the sheriff of the town, dude, I don't know what state this is in, but the sheriff, this other pig farmer, and Lester's lawyer show up. They're trying to deal with him, and he just refuses. He just tells them how you know, I I could do with 20 good men what you do with your whole um, mechanized operation, and, and it was pretty funny. It reminded me of Motel Hell a little because he's all 30% fat. You use 30% fat in your pig farming. That's unconscionable. And the guys just like, dude, screw it, I'm out of here. I'm just because the county's gonna re- repossess his land anyway and kick him off. He just doesn't give a damn. And I already forgot, like, he has a son, a Buddy, who's just like a fat, disgusting slob with like this big, like, cross between an axe and a hatchet. And this dude is like, he's nonverbal, he's obese. Actually, I was looking at him, he's just like husky, big guy, but I don't think he's that tall actually. And he's just gross. He has stuff in his mustache. There's a part where he's like in the pig pen and he's like petting a pig. And I was like, they must have gotten the most docile pig in that state, because I don't know if you've ever been around pigs, but they are not nice. I mean, I have no compunction about. I mean, they're so bad for you, like pig flesh, but they're not a animal you feel sorry for. And he has his son Buddy, who is just psychotic, maniacal, murderous. He just he kills. He just kills for fun. So Lester Bacon, yeah, they foreclosed on his land, but he's not leaving. And that just made me think about. I was like, yeah, if the local government comes for you and you really want to fight it, it just becomes a war, and there's no laws at that point. So that's what this movie becomes. So and then there's these kids. I guess they're high schoolers. There's a girl. She's making a student horror film using all her friends. So there's the sheriff, the other pig flesh manufacturer, and Lester's lawyer. They're trying to deal with Lester. Then there's a group of kids that are trying to make a horror movie, and one of them is, oh, let's go to the old pig farm um, factory, and they're like, yeah, and I was like, dude, they just sealed their fate at that point. Overall, watching Slaughterhouse was just like a release from all the shitty movies I've watched lately. It had everything I wanted. Had a killer, had a victims, had a story around it. It never, I don't think it ever succeeded in, it doesn't succeed in being scary, but it did succeed in being just a horror movie, like trying to be sinister, trying to be brutal, good kills. It, I wouldn't call it gory, but I would call it definitely bloody and violent, with some splashes of gore. And that's all. That's all I want. Buddy. Oh, I wrote down some of my notes. Oh yeah, the rotund Buddy. There's a scene where he's sitting on the desk, Indian style, and I was like, I have like a bad sciatic nerve, and I'm just now able to sit Indian style again. And I was like, how can this rotund beast sit Indian style on the desk and I can't? That was amazing. But Buddy, he kills a cat. They don't show it, but they show a cat when he's caressing one of his bovines, and he sees a cat and he wants to kill it, and later they show the cat dead. So that's like an unforgivable sin in these times. Um, oh, yeah. There's one another part. One of his victims, he hangs him up on a meat hook, chainsaw style, and you could see her breathing like real quick. I saw you breathing, but that just added to the fun of the movie. At that point, um, Buddy, he has a, yeah, like it's a big like meat cleaver axe. He kills a cop, the deputy, and he like puts on his deputy shirt. It's all bloody, and his hat and sunglasses, and gets in his squad car and drives around terrorizing people. That was fun. Um, so this is set in some small town, and they're having the local radio stations having a party. It's called KFAT, KFAT. And I was like, man, what was it? What would it be like living in these small towns where like the radio station is throwing a party and they have a local band play? And whatever, like, they have a bad but good like 80s rock band played. I looked it up. I caught in the credits. The band was called Vantage Point, and a lot of just a lot of heavy synth, cheesy rock. It was great. And then yes, so Lester Bacon, he's after he sees that Buddy has killed some local kids. He's like, Jesus, boy. He's like, these aren't our enemies. The real enemy is my lawyer and the sheriff and this other like businessman. So he's luring them in to kill them, using Buddy to kill them. But also like there's one part where when Lester Bacon scolds Buddy, and Buddy's like he looked like he was gonna kill him, and then his dad like catches him and he like settles down. I was like, that's cool. They're not like, Buddy's just so beyond normal that he'll kill his own father for like looking at him sideways. So I like that. And towards like the middle, these local kids, they want to go to the old factory to film their horror movie, and Buddy's taking them out. There's some good like head hits. Not yeah, not you don't see brains or like flesh splitting, but he hits one dude in the head with, the dude has a mask on it, and he just demolishes the dude's face. That was awesome. And then he captures one girl, and this part was really gross. Like Lester Bacon tells the girl, I wrote it down. He's all, it's like, it's good Buddy found you. Gives him something to play with besides himself. And I was like, ugh, ugh. This Buddy, oh my God, he's just a pig. And then it was around like, this movie's an hour and a half, like 1 minute. I mean, 1 minute, an hour 15. I was like, where are we going? Like, that's the only like minor nitpick I have with Slaughterhouse, is that it's not really aiming for anything besides your like typical, let's just get, or let's get to these kills and then the movie ends. There's no really nothing wraps up besides the killing, and there's really no, other than being a good horror exploitation movie, there's really no message to this movie, which is fine. It's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Motel Hell, Little Hills Have Eyes ripoff, but I really liked it. I also tried to draw my own Buddy character. Drew that. It's not done. I don't know. If I finish it, maybe if I remember, I'll show it in another video. And then, but on the Tubi version I saw, at the end they play Mortician, the Slaughterhouse, and I saw, Mortician is like a good, bad joke metal. It's not even metal, it's just noise, death stuff. They played it at the end of during the credits. Overall, I would give Slaughterhouse 4 to 5 Manos Hands of Fate. I had a great time watching it. I need to get it to add. It's on Tubi, but it's one I could add to my collection. It's a great Friday night. Having more than a couple of beers and listening to some heavy metal movie. It still gave me that feeling that nothing is giving me lately. And I got another movie that I've already seen a bunch of times that I just got to review it. I don't think I've reviewed it before. Hopefully I can watch it tomorrow. I won't get too messed up. I'm off this weekend. But Slaughterhouse, it's on Tubi. It's easy way to check it out, and I totally endorse it and recommend you see it. It's a horror movie. It's not a comedy. It's not a action. It's not whatever. It's not boring. So yeah, Slaughterhouse. I got another beer. I don't know if I'm gonna drink it. I'm pretty buzzed right now, but I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.